next
Corey, help.
Corey Perlman, social media keynote speaker. He's owner of Impact Social Media Incorporated, CoreyPerlman.com, ImpactSocialMedia.com. Corey, Mary has returned balance to our universe. How are you?
Yes, as she should. Good to see you again, Mary.
I'm so fired up about this topic for you today because if you think about this, this is the one thing that we've been sort of afraid of, is that, or not afraid of, but suddenly we've had a level of angst when you're looking at social media or any advertising, whether is it real or not. In fact, we were interviewing a public company yesterday called Aware. Their stock symbol is AWRE. And what AJ Amlani said yesterday was, it's not just who you are we're trying to figure out, is if you are a real person is what we're trying to figure out. And when they're doing biometric identification, they don't want to just identify you and verify you. They want to make sure you're real. So it looks like LinkedIn's taking the first step, huh?
Yeah, per normal, people just jumped out, and went way overboard with AI, what they call AI slop. And so now LinkedIn has a button that essentially you can press that will indicate to LinkedIn that this is indeed AI slop, and they'll penalize you for it.
So define penalize, because we had a really cool podcast being broadcast out of here called Behind the Scene. It was about music, and it had some very famous musicians on there and so on and so forth. And suddenly they got penalized, which means their Instagram just disappeared.
Got shut down. Completely got shut down. And
is the penalty for LinkedIn you get shut down, or they on-ramp you?
They push your content down and won't show it to as many people as they would if they thought it was authentic. And just as a reminder, with Instagram, they are asking people to be upfront on whether or not it's AI generated or authentic, whereas LinkedIn is simply penalizing you if it thinks that you are AI centric.
So that's tricky. So if I'm looking at my feed and I see something that looks like AI slop, as the quote is, then I click something as a user and say, telling LinkedIn I think this is not real.
Yeah, so there's 3 dots up at the top right on the post, and you can indicate that it's AI slop, or if the comment looks like AI slop, you can also use the 3 dots and indicate that as AI slop as well.
So what percentage are we talking about of posts that people are looking at or advertisements that people are looking at are actually not real? And
about half, Sully, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, and that's why LinkedIn is trying to figure this out as fast as they can, because I think they're also losing the quality of their audience. We're getting frustrated. And Sully, you mentioned it months and months ago about how frustrating social media has become because it looks so fake and artificial. LinkedIn is the first social media site to step up and find ways to try to combat that.
Mary, are you feeling better about this or worse about this?
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because, like you were saying, the behind the scenes account got shut down, and we weren't doing anything against the guidelines, but there's no way to appeal it. It was like we did one appeal, I submitted that, and then it was still shut down. So I guess it's kind of can go both ways, that because some stuff, let's say with AI, if we blur something out of the background, it's considered AI. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird zone here that in LinkedIn, if users can say this looks like AI, and then it gets shut down.
Well, I
totally agree.
I think, but this is a positive thing. I guess the question is why now? Why didn't they do this, a year and a half ago when we started seeing this type of stuff happen?
Well, and to Mary's point, there's plenty of content out there that is not, by definition guilty of AI slop, but yet is getting penalized for it. So they're going to have to figure that out. I think with LinkedIn, what they're trying to do is to create quality content. And one thing just for your users to think about, what makes content look AI slop? M dashes all over the place. Unfortunately, yes.
I love my M dashes.
What's M dash? Mike? What's M dash?
You use them all the time. It's the long dash. It's like a comma, but you use it.
Yeah, I do space dash space.
Yeah, but so does AI. So ChatGPT uses it.
Unfortunately, you got to remove the M dashes.
But I don't post anything because I don't know how.
No. Sorry, Sully, you can't use emojis anymore. Yeah. Too many emojis, and you're going straight to AI slop.
Oh, it's too many emojis.
The only emojis I use are the booze emojis or the pizza emoji.
And the fist bump. That's
it. Or the brown.
I wanted to show you guys this. So what I'm doing instead now is I'm just creating my own. I'm just creating my own pictures here. So this is my drawing of an elephant that says "Never forget, you're easily forgettable." So all you got to do is just put authentic images, and you won't get AI slop. There you go.
We're gonna go back to stick figures. Is what we're gonna do, right?
Hey, Corey.
Yes.
I've been pointing out to my wife TV commercials now that are absolutely AI. Like there was an ED pill. I don't know what ED is, but there was a pill advertised
Me
the other
neither.
day, and I said to my wife, I go, those two people are AI. Those are not real actors. And should we just accept the fact that this is the way it's going to be as far as marketing things on television?
Yeah, but I think what Instagram's point is at least be obvious about it. Like say, people generated by AI, or even
Okay.
there are Instagram handles that say, we are AI and we're gonna have fun with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But when you try to portray real people, that's where the problem becomes.
I think for me, what it comes down to is I'm less concerned about NIL, name, image, likeness, being stolen because it's been happening so long. With any time you're on television or a Vortex figure, it happens anyway.
Right.
What I'm really concerned about, though, is the fraud. We talked to Steve Weisman, the scam man, on the program, and it's an everyday thing. And scams affect two subsets of our population: late teenagers, early adults, and the elderly. And
Yes.
both are really suspect, and it's costing not only productivity, but it's costing real dollars. So when I see this, when I see steps like this happen, it makes me happy because we all know that these social media platforms thrive on advertising.
Yes.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask another question if we have time. I don't know
Yeah,
how much time
absolutely.
we have, but with the algorithms on all the platforms, they have their own unique to their proprietary platforms. But are they always changing? It just seems like sometimes on Instagram, my posts are getting out there. Sometimes they're not. I guess maybe they're trying to now work AI into the picture. But there's so many ways that it's changing. And sometimes the reach is great and sometimes it just isn't. Is it because it's always changing?
It is always changing. So that's why we should continue to have those algorithm conversations, Mary. But I can tell you that Instagram, every day, the algorithm's changing. And LinkedIn, again, that report just came out that the use of M dashes consistently can drop your content by like 34%, which is a crazy number, which was not the case just 3 months ago. So yeah, it's changing daily. It's crazy.
I got two questions for you before we let you out of here today. Number one, is this all about trimming your sails in terms of getting the most exposure? In other words, you put a post up, that's one thing, but then you start tweaking the content or the picture and stuff in order to do best practices so they don't block you or you hit an algorithm. Is that still the case when people are posting?
Yes, and the other thing, Sully, the one thing I can tell you across all platforms, and this is beautiful and you'll appreciate this, humanize the brand. When you use real humans, real people, and real stories, you win across all platforms, and that's a good thing.
Hey, Corey, before we let you out of here, I just had one more question. We were talking about the algorithm. Now, what about sponsored ads? When you go in the business part of Facebook or Meta or wherever, and you're running ads, do they hold it against you if you're using AI content and you're paying them money at the same time?
As far as I know at this point, no, that you can basically get through with an AI generated ad without a problem because you're paying them money. But that could change, Mary.
Okay, and of course, for the seventh question we said before let's get out of here.
45 more
Get over
I just
questions.
have
time.
one more. What's the advice? What's the one takeaway we can give small business and such?
Don't use AI to create the content. Use AI to generate ideas. Take your own content and potentially help make it better, but make sure that you personally look through it and make sure that it goes through your brain so that it's got that personalization that they're looking for. And so are we, frankly.
And take out the M dashes.
Take out the M dashes and the emojis.
Why M dash? Why?
Because ChatGPT loves M dashes.
What's M? Why do they name it M dash?
It's EM dash. There's N dash and an M dash. We'll talk about that later. We'll give you a grammar lesson.
He is so happy about the fact that we're going to
I
talk about
love
that
M
later.
dashes.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Corey. Corey Perlman, social media keynote speaker, owner of Impact Social Media Incorporated. CoreyPerlman.com, ImpactSocialMedia.com as well.